10 minutes a day keeps the accidents and the police away. Check out what I got here for you. Get your driver's license, motorcycle driver's license, best way available. If you haven't seen the table of contents, look on video 1. You'll see pages that you may want to study and want to skip. This video will begin on page number 6. California Motorcyclist Safety Program Training Course. Motorcycle applicants under 21 years old are required to complete a CMSP, which is a California Motorcycle Safety Program Training course, before receiving a motorcycle instructions permit. Motorcycle applicants 21 years old and older are encouraged to enroll in the CMSP training course. The CMSP training course provides hands-on motorcycle knowledge and skills training for beginner and experienced riders. The DMV motorcycle skills test may be waived upon completion of the CMSP training course and submission of the certificate of completion of a motorcycle training. The DMV will not waive the motorcycle skills test based on an out-of-state motorcycle training program or in-state, out-of-state course completion card for insurance purposes. For more information, contact the CMSP at 1-877-RIDE-411 or californiamotorcycle.com. Note the driver's license 389 form is valid for 12 months from the issue date. Cheating. Let's talk about cheating. The use of testing aids is strictly prohibited. This includes, but is not limited to, the California Motorcycle Handbook, California Driver Handbook, cheat sheets or electronic communication devices such as cell phone, computer, tablet. If any testing aids are used during the knowledge test will be marked as a failure. An action may also be taken by the DMV against your driving privilege or the driving privilege of anyone who assists you in cheating during the examination process. Motorcycle skills test. Basic vehicle control skills are included in the motorcycle skills test to determine your ability to maneuver in normal traffic situations. The skills test may be waived for a person presenting a valid driver's license 389. However, you may be required to perform an observation test when applying for a motorcycle only Class 1, M1, M2 license. The motorcycle skills test allows the rider to demonstrate his or her ability to control the motorcycle through several skills. Applicants taking the motorcycle skills test should consider the size of the motorcycle they plan to operate. The motorcycle skills test is a pass-fail test. The motorcycle skills test includes the following. There's the pre-trip inspection. You'll be asked to identify the following items on your motorcycle, so remember these. You'll have to identify the starter, the kill switch, the clutch, the throttle, the gear selector, the headlight dimmer switch, the brakes, the turn signal, and the horn. You will be asked to demonstrate the following skills. So when driving, you're going to know how to riding in the tracking paths, the area within and including the tracking lines. A serpentine ride. Beginning on the right of the first cone, weave through a row of 5 traffic cones. At the end of the row of cones, begin the cycle ride. The cycle ride is, you ride around the circle twice in a clockwise direction, keeping the front wheel within the tracking path and weaving once more through the row of 5 cones as you return to the starting point. Then there's what is known as the slow ride, riding slowly between 2 parallel lines, keeping the front tire within the tracking path. At the end of the tracking path, begin the circle ride twice in a counterclockwise direction. Then there's the gear shift ride. Riding in a straight path, shift gears up and then down, complete a U-turn and return, shifting gears up and then down, and end in a smooth stop at the starting point. This is only performed on motorcycles with a clutch and gears. The width inside of the parallel ride lane is 1 foot. B, the width inside the circle ride lane is 2 feet. C, the diameter of the outside of the circle of 24 feet. D, the cones are spaced 12 feet apart. The width of the area of the cone is 8 feet. Here's a diagram of the skills test. The cones, the lines, the circle. There's the observation test. That is, if applying for a motorcycle only license. An observation road test is required for applicants who have never been licensed for any class of motorcycle and who apply for a motorcycle-only license. The examiner will observe you operating the motorcycle from a pre-selected vantage point, usually on the corner near the DMV field office. They will instruct you to follow a route that will keep you in view of the longest period of time. Preparing to ride. Wear the right gear. When you ride, you have a far better chance of avoiding serious injury when wearing protective gear and apparel. Now, by law, you must wear a U.S. Department of Transportation motorcycle safety helmet. It is highly suggested that you wear face or eye protection, protective apparel such as leather or long-sleeve jacket with reflective triangle material, long heavy pants, over-the-ankle closed-toe boots, and full-fingered leather gloves. More information on wearing the right gear and protective apparel is covered in the following pages on this video playlist. Helmet use. All riders and passengers are required, per California Vehicle Code 27803, to wear a U.S. DOT compliant motorcycle safety helmet when riding a motorcycle, driven cycle, or moped. The motorcycle safety helmet must be certified by the manufacturer, stating that the helmet complies with the U.S. DOT Federal Motorcycle Vehicle Safety Standard. Head injuries account for the majority of serious and fatal motorcycle injuries. With few exceptions, head injuries are reduced by properly wearing a motorcycle helmet. Now, here are some facts to consider. Most collisions happen on short trips, like less than 5 miles long. Most riders are riding slower than 30 miles per hour. And at these speeds, the DOT compliant motorcycle helmet can cut both the number of severity of head injuries by 50%. Now, a non-US DOT compliant helmet generally has very thin liners and protective padding. Now, these type of helmets lack the strength, size, and ability to protect the rider during a collision. A non-US DOT compliant helmet may look like US Department compliant helmets and may be sold alongside U.S. Department compliant helmets. Make sure the U.S. DOT certification is on the helmet you wish to purchase. Non-U.S. DOT compliant helmets may be referred to as novelty helmets, rain bonnets, lids, loophole lids, beanies, or brain buckets. A U.S. DOT compliant helmet may be decorated by the owner with stick-on items such as decals, mohawks, Viking horns, etc., and will not affect the safety properties of the helmet in a collision, regardless of speed. If you are wearing a U.S. DOT compliant motorcycle safety helmet, you are 3 times more likely to survive a head injury than if you are not wearing a U.S. DOT compliant motorcycle safety helmet. Here is a diagram of the DOT compliant safety helmet. Look on your screen. There are 4 types of helmets to consider. What is known as a half shell, or 3/4, or a modular, or full face helmet. A full face helmet with lock-in visors offers the best coverage and protection to the backs and sides of your head. Whichever style you choose, you get the most protection by making sure that the helmet meets the U.S. DOT safety standards and has the manufacturer DOT lettering on the back of the helmet. Note, DOT lettering should not be a stick-on label or easily removed. It should fit snugly all the way around. It should have no obvious defects such as cracks, loose padding, or frayed straps. It is securely fastened on your head when you ride. Otherwise, if you are involved in a collision, it may come off your head before it gets a chance to protect you. Face, eye, and ear protection. A plastic, shatter-resistant face shield can help protect your whole face in a collision. Face shields, when lowered and locked in, offer protection from wind, dust, dirt, rain, insects, pebbles, and other debris. Face shields, when lowered and locked in, protect your face. Goggles on your eyes, a windshield is not suitable for face shield or goggles. Most windshields will not protect your eyes from wind, nor will eyeglasses or sunglasses. Glasses will not keep your eyes from watering, and they might blow off when you turn your head. To be effective, Eye or face shield protection must be free of scratches, be resistant to punctures, give a clear view to either side, fasten securely so it does not blow off or up, must permit air to pass through to reduce fogging, must permit enough room for eyeglasses or sunglasses if needed. Note: tinted eye protection or tinted face shields should not be worn at night or when light is available. The protection against elements of nature, such as wind, which can cause hearing loss, you may want to use ear protection. The CVC 27400 states a person may not wear a headset covering, earplugs, or earphones in both ears unless the protectors are specifically designed to reduce harmful noise levels. The headset covering, earplugs, or earphones must not inhibit the wearer's ability to hear a siren or horns from an emergency vehicle or other motor vehicle. Clothing. The right clothing is an integral part of protective apparel and will help protect you in a collision. It provides comfort and protection from heat, cold, and debris along with hot moving parts of the motorcycle recommended clothing and protective apparel. A jacket that covers your arms and fits snugly enough to keep from flapping in the wind, yet allows you to move freely. Leather or sturdy synthetic materials with integrated body armor offers the most protection. You should consider a jacket that is brightly colored or reflective. Either of these will aid in your visibility so other motorists can see you. Long pants offer great protection than short pants. Denim jeans provide the best protection. Chaps, leather pants without a seat, known as chaps worn over long pants, offer an extra layer of protection for your legs. Over-the-ankle boots or closed-toe shoes should be high and sturdy enough to cover and support your ankles. Soles should be made of hard, durable, slip-resistant material. The heels should be so they do not catch on rough surfaces. Tuck in the laces so they will not catch on your motorcycle. Shoes such as flip-flops or sandals are not recommended protective apparel. Gloves allow a better grip to help protect your hands. Gloves should be made of leather or similar durable material offering maximum hand and finger protection. Wearing a jacket, long pants, sturdy shoes or boots and gloves can prevent dehydration and sun and windburn. Many of these items are designed to protect without making you overheat, even on summer days. Riding for long periods in cold weather can cause severe chill, dehydration, and fatigue. Numbness can make it difficult to control a motorcycle. In cold or wet weather, layer clothes to keep yourself warm and dry, as well as protect you from injury. A winter jacket should resist wind and fit snugly at the neck, wrist, and waist. Good quality rain suits designed for motorcycle riding resist tearing apart or ballooning up at high speeds. Know your motorcycle. Not be one of them. To make sure your motorcycle will not let you down, start your right motorcycle for you. Start with the right motorcycle for you. Read the owner's manual first. Be familiar with the motorcycle controls. Check the motorcycle before every ride. Keep it in the safe riding condition. Avoid add-ons and modifications that make your motorcycle harder to handle. The right motorcycle. First, make sure the motorcycle fits you. Your feet should comfortably reach the ground while you are seated on the motorcycle. At a minimum, your street-legal motorcycle must have tires with sufficient tread, air pressure, and safe operation, operable headlights, taillights, brake lights, and turn signals, front and rear brakes, a horn with mirrors, the horn and mirrors. Now get familiar with your motorcycle controls. Be completely familiar with a motorcycle before you take it out on the street. Get familiar with any motorcycle new to you, preferably in a controlled area. No matter how experienced you may be, ride carefully on any motorcycle new or familiar to you. Remember, more than half of collisions occur by motorcycle riders with less than 6 months experience. We've completed page 11. Next video, page 12. Thank you so much, and safe driving on the road.